Hello everyone, this is your weather on the fly outlook and discussion for Friday, March 21st, 2025. Update concerning convective outlook days 1 to 3. For today, a northwest flow regime will exist across the U.S., with multiple embedded waves. In general, minimal thunderstorm activity is forecast due to a relatively stable air mass due to high pressure. One such high will be situated over the southeast and into the Gulf through the period, with minimal moisture return into southern Texas. Another surface high will be centered over the Great Basin for much of the period. That said, thunderstorm chances will be limited to a small part of the Pacific Northwest, and from southeast South Dakota across Iowa and into Illinois. Both areas will be beneath their respective shortwave troughs, with cool temperatures aloft supporting weak convection. For Saturday, there is a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms across portions of eastern Kansas and into much of Missouri. Weakly cyclonic and fast flow aloft will reside over the U.S. at the start of the period, with a shortwave trough crossing the Ohio Valley and a second over the northwestern states. With time, the eastern of these two features will shift in and across the northeast and mid-Atlantic region. An associated cold front will likewise cross the northeast, but lack of buoyancy will prevail. A few lightning flashes cannot be ruled out as the system crosses the mid-Atlantic region, but at this time, coverage appears likely to remain below 10%. Meanwhile, the western upper system is forecast to advance east-southeastward across the northern Intermountain region through the day, and into the northern and central plains through the second half of the period. In tandem, an developing surface cold front is expected to shift across the plain states overnight. Scattered and elevated thunderstorms should develop across the Missouri vicinity overnight, ahead of this system. As the upper trough moves into and across the plains, a strong southerly low-level jet is forecast over the upper Mississippi Valley vicinity. Meanwhile, a secondary southwesterly branch of the low-level jet is expected to evolve across Oklahoma, Missouri by late evening. Warm moist advection atop a stable boundary layer should lead to sufficient destabilization to allow scattered convective development, with greatest instability expected from northeastern Kansas into northern and central Missouri. Given fairly steep mid-level lapse rates, and strong mid-level flow yielding ample shear for updraft organization, a few of the stronger storms may become capable of producing large hail. For Sunday, there is a slight risk of severe thunderstorms from northeastern Texas to western Tennessee and central northern Mississippi. A shortwave trough crossing the central and northern plains is forecast to evolve into a closed low, that is then prodded to drift eastward into the upper Great Lakes region through the period. As this occurs, a surface low, initially over the Minnesota vicinity, will become increasingly occluded, and likewise will drift eastward into the upper Great Lakes. At the surface, a weak triple-point low is forecast to shift northeastward across the mid-Mississippi and Ohio valleys through the day, while a cold front sags southward into western Kentucky and western Tennessee, Arkansas, and Texas. By the end of the period, this front should extend from western Pennsylvania to the southern Appalachians, and then westward into Texas. Afternoon storms may pose a risk for a tornado or two, though the primary threats appear to be hail and locally damaging wind gusts at this time. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe for the latest Storm Prediction Center outlooks.